Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This is the past, the present, and the future of your love life. Now, the past part could be recent past, but it could be long time ago past as well, but something that is affecting your current situation at the moment and your love life story. So it's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. Each one of these readings has got a deeper dive to it. The future part of it is in a deeper dive. So if you find that the past and the present is your story, could be your story, you might want to get that future part of it. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments, and that's where you can find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? It's Amazonite, and that is with the Trust card. Would you like the very floppy flower now with the Security card? Or the shell, which is with the Respect card. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click the like on this video down there before you click off. Leave me a comment as you're watching as well. Love hearing from you guys, and just taking a few seconds out of your life to do that for me really makes all the difference to my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for doing that. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell and come along to Psychic Cafe show sometime. I go live 3 times a week on here and give mini reads for donations. Would love to see you in there, and so enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out about the past, the present, and the future of your love life. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that is your story, could be your story, you might want to get that, because in that extended reading, I will go into the future part of it. And so in this video reading, there's going to be the past and the present. The stuff behind it, not just what's going on. Of course, you know what's going on. The readings go into the depth behind all of this and what's coming too. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what is this reading all about? We'll get some general cards out first. It's all about you, your hope. You being hopeful about something. Perhaps you're waiting on something to change, hopeful that it would change, hopeful that someone's going to come around, something like that. This is about your hope. Tell us what else this reading is about. Could be an optimistic person. You might wait around too long for things to change that aren't actually going to change. Or so if someone isn't making an effort to change things, then nature. Something about nature. Something about getting back to nature is what I heard. Not something that comes naturally to you, doesn't come naturally to someone else that you're focused on. And we've got the ocean. Be your beautiful, mysterious, wild and free self. Could be talking about freeing yourself here. Well, let's see. Okay, tell us about the past. So what are the past energies for crystals have been in the love life? Tell us about the past. This might be a recent past, it might be long ago past, but it's going to be something that's relevant to your love life right now. There we go. So crystals past in the love life. You have death, major ending, and a rebirth. So perhaps you've changed your mind about something completely. Perhaps you've put an end to something in recent past is what I'm feeling. And you have the 5 of Candles. 5 of Candles, it's all about competition. It's about perhaps other people being involved, and there could be jealousies and stuff like that involved in this situation. Now, I'm feeling here that it's saying that you've put an end to something. You've decided this is a no-go. Perhaps something that you were holding a lot of hope for in the past, but perhaps that hope is misplaced. Perhaps you need to hope for much better for yourself instead. Tell us why the Death card is here. The Knight of Swords. Someone revealed something, either by coming forward with some truth or coming forward with no truth. What I mean by that is still not responding to you or something like that. You might have just reached the end of your tether kind of thing and thought, this isn't changing. For some of you, it might be because the end of the year is drawing close and you decide, I'm not going to waste another year, that kind of thing. It does feel like recent past to me, this. So the Death card, you've decided to put an end to things. Knight of Swords, because someone wasn't coming through with something, they weren't communicating, they weren't coming with that truth, or the truth that they were coming It's like that feeling of like, I've seen the writing on the wall now. It's been there all along, but I was trying to ignore it. And it feels to me like in the recent past, you've come to the conclusion that I can't ignore this anymore. I have to take it on face value. It may never change. I think we're talking about misplaced hope here. I think that's what this reading is all about. It's honoring your energy is behind that. So you decided to honor your energy instead and make a new choice. Leave it behind so that you can have a rebirth, a new beginning, perhaps a new relationship. The Five of Candles, other people are involved in this. There's competition. Knight of Cups, okay. Okay. Well, this is a bit of a Romeo kind of a thing. Someone's giving attention to someone else here. You've got competition. So you were holding out hope for something to change, but you either got the information through that the person that you had hoped for that was coming, you're hoping were coming towards you, they've actually got their eye on someone else, or they're having an affair with someone else, or something like that. You've got competition there, and you either found out about that directly or through gossip or through your intuition. You notice there's some energy there between your person and someone else, and you're just like, no. This is headed in the wrong direction, completely away from what I was hoping for. It's time to let this go. Duality, so someone was living a dual life there. Very much involved here with someone who isn't telling you the truth, isn't coming forward with their truth, and they're actually entertaining someone else too. This could be many people, because the Three of Cups I would see is like a third party thing with this. The Five of Candles, the Five of Wands is a card of competition, and I'm definitely getting that there's competition in this relationship. Perhaps even 5 people, not 3 people. You're one of them. There's a lot of other people involved here. I think you've been connected here with somebody who is avoiding having a deep relationship with one person and wants to have kind of a partial relationship with many. Friendship. So you might have been keeping this person at friendship level and hoping that it became more. And I wonder if you can still be friends with this person. You might need to detach from them for a while and just take your space there to, if you're attached to them, to let that attachment go. I doubt that you can be friends with this person straight away is what I'm thinking. Perhaps in the future, but I wouldn't say no, not yet. But we'll see. We'll see in the present part of it. What else in this past energy? As I'm saying, this really feels like recent past to me. Keep your heart open. Now the hope is for you. Yes. Now I felt that switch in energy straight away then. That you were hopeful about this person, that this person would change, and now you're hopeful for you, and that your life will change, your experiences will change, right? I feel like you've got it within you to change, and I don't feel like this past person has. They're every which way. Look at these 2 knights, both in opposite directions. There's a lot of duality there. They're all over the place. Yeah, and I'm not picking that from your energy. I'm picking that you were steady as can be. So you deserve someone that's steady, right? You kept that hope alive and you were waiting. And so you deserve someone steady like that, someone that can be steady there for you, someone that's going to do that for you, someone that's right there for you straight away. Not someone that keeps you waiting. Codependency. So you wanted to help this person, right? So this was your codependency. Coming out again, wanting to help this person, hoping that it could change kind of thing, instead of just recognizing, no, this person isn't giving me right away, I'll move on. There's differences between you. You're not alike, you and them. They're not a mirror image of you. You might have been telling yourself that story, but they're not. You're not like that. You're just not like that at all. I'm getting very open energy from you. Very stable energy from you, hopeful, positive from them. They're all over the place. They're not steady at all. Don't know what they want, and they can't do it. Not emotionally available, that kind of thing. And they've got a lot of people on the go there. There was the erotic with this person, so you had fantasies about them, erotic fantasies about them, of being with them, and also grace. Things seem to be flowing. In other words, you seem to get guidance and synchronicities and stuff like that about them. Well, those will show up, if you need a lesson, if there's something for you to learn in this situation. So I feel like there's something for you to learn from this situation. What else? Choose love. Yes, always choose love. Choose love for yourself. Let other people choose whatever they want. If this person is choosing many people, they're not choosing love. They're choosing like short-term dalliances kind of thing. That's not love. Deep love and connection is very different than that. And so choose love for yourself. Embrace your emotions. Yeah. And so I feel like you were like communicating with your emotions and embracing your emotions and wanting to connect with your emotions, but this person wasn't doing that, and you were kind of waiting for them to do that. Back to what you love. So you decided, back off from that, back to what I love, start choosing for myself. Message from that person to you. Will you give me a second chance? I think you've given them enough chances here. It feels like you've given them plenty of chances and you're waiting very stably for them, offering that love and extending that attachment to them, and they never came through with it. It's just going to be more of the same. The jealous and the possessive. Wow. Even though they've got a few people on the go there, they're jealous and possessive. So yeah, still not wanting to let you go, but also not wanting to give you what it is that you want and need in a relationship either. So that's the past energy. Let's find out the present energy in your love life. So you decided to turn your back on that. What's going on for you right now in your love life then? Good for you then, turning your back on that. I know it's not easy. Ace of Needles. Oh, the truth. So you want a truthful new start. Like, you're wanting the truth of this situation. You're ready for someone that's like upfront about it, will talk about it, and is reciprocal straight away. You know, someone that will talk about it, someone that reciprocates, someone that's right there with you at the same level as you, able to relate with you. The Queen of Candles. Oh, you're very attractive right now to that, and so you've got a lot of people coming your way for you to choose from. You're very attractive right now. Got this open energy. Ace of Needles. Tell us why the Ace of Needles is. You're wanting truth. You're wanting to manifest that. Okay. Right. So, you're wanting to manifest a truthful new start. A new relationship with someone who will tell the truth, that will be upfront about it. You're manifesting that now. So get focused on that. What would a relationship with a person like that look like? And as you bring in, because you're very attractive at the moment, as you're bringing people towards you, you'll be very attractive to many different types. You know, people that want short-term relationships, people that want long-term relationships, people that cannot have a good relationship because they're not of the right attachment type to have a relationship, the avoidant types, people that are secure attachment types, people that are anxious attachment types as well. And for you to decipher like which one comes towards you, get focused on what it is that you do want, and then you're going to recognize who isn't that. You know, for example, someone comes towards you without the truth, not being upfront, not telling you straight away, not responding straight away kind of thing. Not that people need to message you instantly, but you know, within 24 hours for sure. And if they don't do that, to turn them away. So you need to stand by that truth and not let things go, is what I'm getting from this Ace of Needles. You need to stand by that truth and manifest it. So no just being like, not this codependency anymore. No kind of giving people these second chances, third chances and all of that kind of thing. As soon as they show you that they're not being that truthful person, or the one that is reciprocating straight away, one that's right there with you in the way that you would be right there with them, it's time to say no to them straight away. An emotional release, and it's going to be a relief to you when you do that. Instead of putting up with anything and for a very long time before you give up on it, is noticing that as soon as it appears, and that people do show you, they show you straight away. In what they say about the exes and stuff like that, they'll show you straight away whether they're available for a relationship, whether they can have healthy relationships. So you need to pay attention to that and be truthful. So you're ready for this truthful new start. It's not so much about the other people, but it's about you being truthful about what people are showing you. In other words, it's you believing people when they show you who they are and not being so lenient with them. not being so generous and giving people second, third, fourth chances and all of that. Advocating for your own heart. So the Queen of Candles says you're very attractive. So yes, all kinds of people come your way. When you're very attractive, all kinds of people will come your way. It's up to you to choose what's best for you out of those people that come your way. Queen of Candles and Knight of Pentacles. Take it slowly in the choice process. So take the choice process slowly is what that's saying. You're going to have all kinds of people coming your way. Don't be quick to attach or choose someone. Get to know them a bit more and get them to prove themselves, because I'm getting from that you could, if you want a truthful new start, someone might know what to say in order to get what it is that they want from you. People have learned that, right? How to do the dating game to get what it is that they want, what the things to say. They might not mean it though. If they can keep it up for a week or two, then perhaps believe them and then, get deeper into it. But it's saying take your time here. You're going to be very attractive, and so you need to take your time getting to know people. Healing energy. And that doesn't mean give them loads of chances. Taking the time to get to know them means, say, if someone does the wrong thing, or if they don't respond to you, if they're not reciprocal with you straight away, ditch them out of there next. If they do the right thing, still don't attach to them. Give them a couple of weeks first to continue doing that right thing, because those that are just faking it to get what it is that they want, they won't last a couple of weeks. They won't last a couple of weeks faking it. They'll reveal themselves. So that's taking it slowly. Just know that you'll be very attractive to all kinds of things, and that's not a reflection on you. It's just how life is. It's just what's out there. Healing energy is behind that, and so this will heal you. Taking it slowly and realizing you're very attractive to all kinds of things, and all kinds of things are out there, but then you get to choose, and having some kind of tactics about it will be really good for you. What else? What else in the present energy? So it feels like you got a plan here. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. So it's your time now. It's time for you to get what you want in a relationship. Not how you can love someone else, but how you can be loved right. We know you can love someone else. You could probably love anybody. But just because you can love anybody doesn't mean that you should love anybody and allow them into your life, right? So think about yourself first, what you want in a relationship, and make sure someone is offering that. And don't be afraid to be upfront about that and tell them, because the people that can't, they're going to run a mile from that. And it's not that what you're asking for is wrong at all. It's just that they're not the ones that can give it. That's not what's on offer from them, and that's okay, right? Just wait for the ones that can offer that. So don't be afraid of saying what it is that you want. If you want a long-term relationship, say it. If you're wanting to have children, say that. If you want someone that to spend a lot of time with, to be there for you emotionally, say that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can say it. And as I said, if they say no to that, well, good. You found out up front, instead of finding out down the line when you were attached to them and having a relationship with them that they're not actually going to do that for you. We can't presume anything, right? And so we need to speak up about that. So you're more relaxed about this now. It does feel like a weight has been taken off your shoulders by releasing that person. This person from the past. Yeah. Oops. Hang on. Yeah, it feels like a weight has been taken off your shoulders by releasing that person from the past. And onwards and upwards from here, you can choose better for yourself now. And be sure not to get yourself in a situation like that again. Mystery, be open up to the mystery. So you could be meeting all kinds of people, or about to meet all kinds of people. Yeah, very attractive right now. Remember the ocean, beautiful, mysterious, wild and free, that card said. Communicate with plenty of people. Keep those lines of communication open. Find out more about them. Let them talk. Ask them questions. Ask them questions about their exes. How long have they been single for? And then ask them questions about their exes, because they'll give you a lot of information. And don't think, oh, they'll be different with me than they were with their ex. They won't be. Generally, people won't be. Generally, people are being in relationships who they are. And so whatever they tell you about their ex, see it as a prediction of your relationship. And if that's not what you want, then don't go for it. Find out a lot of things about yourself is what I'm getting here at the moment. So it feels like you're really opening up to meeting someone new, someone that's going to be much better than you, for you, not than you, someone much better for you. So much better than you. Well, it could be. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Someone that brings you joy. What would bring you joy in a relationship? What would make you really happy in a relationship? Ooh, and orgasms too. Someone you're going to be very attracted to. Okay. So your energies right now. Do something for someone. I'm getting two messages from this. So you're attractive to people right now. What I'm getting is do something for someone. I believe that you do that already, and you're very willing to do that. What you haven't been noticing so much is if someone does something back for you. What I'm getting from this is like do something for someone and then wait for them to do something back for you. Once we get into a relationship and we can trust someone, we don't need to keep score like that. But as you're getting to know people, you need to keep score like that just to make sure that they're reciprocal. Because sometimes we can fill the space that's there. If someone else is leaving space and not giving like that, when we're givers, we just fill that space ourselves. And then before long, we don't even realize that we're doing it. And then after ages, we realize there's only me filling this space. I'm not getting anything back. And by which time we're exhausted. You're looking for true love here. Someone that can love you. The love of a lifetime. Appreciate this moment. So I think right now, you're in very much turnaround energy. This is the card of 33 as well. I'm seeing a lot of threes, in fact, here. So appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. So I don't know what you're doing at the moment, if you're opening yourself up to meeting someone new, online dating or something like that, or even if you're not doing that, this is saying that appreciate every moment because you could meet them. They could be around any corner, anything that you're doing. You could meet them in the supermarket, you could meet them at the gym. They could be anywhere. It only takes a second to meet someone new. They could really be anywhere. So open yourself up to see. Let's get a message. This will be a message from this true love that you're attracting in now. A message. Unhealthy habits and behaviors. So there's a need to address unhealthy habits and behaviors that you've had. So notice what has been unhealthy, what hasn't been serving you, especially that hope thing. It's a theme behind this. You've been holding more hope for other people than you've been holding for yourself, and you need to turn that around and hold the hope for yourself. There's been someone else interfering in your relationships. Okay. There was something interfering in your relationships before. So, if that's the case, you need to be upfront about this. When you first meet people, you need to ask them. And here's a good one. Ask them this. Is there anyone else reliant on you, attached to you? Are you in relationship with anyone else? Physically? Emotionally? Or financially? Ask that question. Ask that question, and they might resist answering that question, but if they're upfront about it, you know someone's like good. If they can respond to that seriously, then you'll avoid this. Some of you have been avoiding the questions like that. You've been scared. You've been fearing that they've got someone else, emotionally attached to someone else, or physically attached to someone else, or financially attached to someone else. And because you haven't been asking that kind of thing, you've ended up in getting it attached to people that are like that. So you need to stop that, because that is working against you as well. Having hope for other people instead of taking them where they're at right now has been working against you, instead of having hope for yourself that you will find someone that's just right for you. And the not asking them because of your fear that someone else is going to be in that relationship. And that could be how you manifested this person as well. Your fear that other in relationships, and you've manifested someone that is in many other relationships at the same time. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story you might want to get that deeper dive. For the future part of it, I'm just going to do the same thing again. Let's find out what's coming in for you and what you need to know about in the future. with a possible timing card out as well with that. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. Don't forget to click like before you click off. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out about the past, the present, and the future of your love life. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to go into the future part of it. So in this reading, there's going to be the past and the present, of course, the deeper stuff behind what's been going on for you, what's going on for you. And the present and the future part of it is going to be in that deeper dive. If you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general cards out first about what this is all about. The noble one, the one that does the right thing. Have you been the one that's been doing the right thing all the time? The noble one. It's all about the noble one. We've got relaxation and solitude. So some of you could be anxious when you're around other people and relaxed when you're in solitude, and you could be kind of staying out of the love life thing at the moment, because it's just too anxiety provoking. Perhaps you've had someone around you that hasn't been the noble one, hasn't been doing the right thing, and you want to do the right thing, and so you back right off from it, and it's kind of kept you out of getting the love that you want. Journey. So you're on a relationship journey at the moment. Yes, everyone is. Let's find out more about that. Okay. So I'm getting this you've got good morals, you always do the right thing, and right now you've backed off from something, and you're calmer, more relaxed in your solitude. So something is anxiety provoking for you, but you want to do the right thing, so you back off. So past energies, you've got judgment, okay, and so decisions, judgment, and how you come about your decisions, how you choose someone, that process that you're in. And the Four of Candles is about marriage. Okay, so we could be talking about the noble one doing the right thing. Perhaps you've backed off, and because you got involved with someone, you find out that they're married, or they told you up front that they were married, but you've fallen for someone that's married. And the Judgment card is like, oh, how have you chosen that person, is what I'm getting. You've done the right thing by backing off because this person isn't available, but the Judgment card here is saying, like, how did you choose them? Oh, the King of Pentacles, because they're stable, right? So sometimes we're attracted to married people because of their stability. They're showing us this stability, something that we want in them. So we start getting attracted to stable people, and a lot of those are married, right? And so there's something about you realizing that you've chosen someone from the stability, but yes, they're showing stability. It's because they're married. It's because they're married to someone else. So you've backed off from that, perhaps wondering if it's going to change. Growth. They seem like a step up for you, like your growth path. And so it was better than before, better than your last person. It's a growth path. Okay. So you chose someone, and the process with which you chose them was because you were looking for someone stable that was better than your past love before that. This person is better than that, but they're married. Like, there it is. The Four of Candles, they're married. Five of Cups, that left you very disappointed, right? So I don't know if you found out that this person's married and didn't tell you up front. Perhaps they were lying about it themselves, or perhaps they told you themselves, but very disappointing to you. And you might have been asking the universe, why do you bring me someone that is married? Well, this is saying, the universe is like, well, you just chose them. You chose someone that was better than the last one you were with, but because you wanted more stability than the last one you were with, so you actually chose someone that is. Instead of choosing someone that's like open and available and all of that kind of thing, that might come across as like less stable. We're less stable when we are single, for sure. Yeah. I think this is saying that the criteria that you chose someone through has kind of led you in the wrong direction. So the truth of it, it's like you didn't want to see the truth, so you backed off from it. You didn't want to hear that truth. Very disappointing. You thought it might change. Yeah, you thought it might change. Okay, let's find out more. In your past, you didn't want to hear the truth of it, because the truth was very disappointing to you. I wonder how you met. So there's a lot of passion in this connection. So I don't know if you actually connected passionately or if there's just a lot of attraction, passionate attraction between you. And embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. So they have what you thought you were missing in your life, and it's got something to do with stability. Watch out for that. I've seen that a few times coming up in readings. And in friends too, they want that stability, want to settle down, and then they get attracted to someone that's married because they're holding that marriage energy. But you're not looking for someone that's married, you're looking for someone that's single, that's got the potential to settle down and all of that kind of thing. And some people do have the potential to settle down, want a long-term relationship, and do have the attachment style to be able to do that, or a secure kind of person so that they can do that. And that's what you're looking for, really, rather than the energy of marriage itself and that stability itself. Someone that's already got it. Know you are loved. So you felt loved by this person. This person could have showed you some attention that made you feel loved by them. It was a step up from your previous relationship. There's something very important about that. The one before, the relationship before this one, it's definitely a step up from that one, and there's a key in that. So sometimes we go for, sometimes if we've experienced something that we don't really like in a relationship, then the next one we go for, we overly focus on that one thing instead of the full stuff that we want and that one thing. Do you know what I mean? And so it's like someone cheats on us, for example, and then we're like, I just want someone that doesn't cheat. And it's like, no, you don't just want that. You want a lot of other things apart from that. But because you're in the mindset of, I just want someone that doesn't cheat, you're coming into this past energy, I just want someone that's stable. Yeah? So you were with someone that wasn't stable or hadn't got the finances sorted out or something like that. You don't want someone that's just stable because you found them, but they're married. Yeah, and they've given you some attention, so it's made you feel, so they're attracted to you in some kind of a way. Yes, they are. And that's made you feel loved as a result, rather than just desired. You were desired by this person, and you've added that plus the stability that you felt in them and thought, this is on, but I can't, I've got to back down and be by myself. So you've put yourself in a position of being by yourself because you can't have this person. So you need to start focusing on everything that it is that you want, not just one piece at a time. What else in the past? Effort. So you've made some effort in this relationship. You've invested into it in some kind of a way, perhaps hoping that their marital status would change. There's a spark there. Yes, the attraction was there and you've mistaken that for love. But there's also a lot of fear there as well, and you need to be aware of that. So there's something about the taking a step backwards. It's not just about being the noble one. It's because there's fear involved in it too. So you know that this person isn't available. You feel it, and you feel the fear. So you're not being fully open with them either. You're holding back from that, because you can't with someone that's attached to someone else. So old wounds are coming up, and old wounds in you have been coming up of doubting whether you deserve this, doubting whether you can have somebody. So you've really chosen somebody incorrectly here, and it's bringing up even more of your wounds of, I'll never find someone, or they're all taken, or something like that. It's brought old wounds up. Okay, so the whole way, the journey is about your relationship journey, right? The whole way you've been going about choosing is a bit squiffy here. Let's get some more out for you. Past energies. Have faith. But you've had faith in them, right? You've had faith that this will change. What else? Messages from them. Messages from this person. Rose-colored glasses. Okay, in an ideal world you'd be together, but it's not an ideal world, is it? And you've both made your choices, and yeah. So there is an element of the person that you've got your attention on here, wearing rose-colored glasses too, so in the fantasy about being with you. They feel empty without you. So yeah, their relationship might not be very good, but still, they're in it. Feel empty without you. So they do feel like choosing you would be a growth path, but it doesn't feel like that they've been doing that. You are receiving some kind of attention from this person. You've sparked their interest for sure. So you've had faith and felt loved by them as a result, even though I'm not getting that they were offering love. Just offering like sexual attention, just attracted to you here and fantasizing about you for sure, which is what people in relationship will do too when someone else comes along. So you're kind of tempting to this person. It feels to me like that they're doing the right thing though, the noble one. I don't think that's just about you. I think this person is doing the right thing as well. And staying loyal to their relationship. Put those back, it doesn't feel right. So present energies, let's go into your present energies. Present energies for flowers. So where are they at right now? That's where they were at. So kind of in a limbo with someone there. Something they can't move forward, but is in just kind of a disappointing kind of limbo. You've backed off from it, but you've backed off from it to be alone, to do the right thing by this person, by their marriage, I would say, rather than by you. The right thing by you would be to move on to someone new, right? The Hermit. So you're currently still in that hermit mode, being by yourself, rather be, being alone, but you're not really alone because this person's in your energy. And the world, you're ready for a change though, a cycle to change. You're ready for something to change. You're ready for change, yeah. Okay. Hermit. How come you're still in Hermit then? How come you're not getting out there? Page of Pentacles, kind of waiting for an offer. So you've been hopeful that they're going to come through with an offer, right? Page of Pentacles. Or an offer from someone. Perhaps you're thinking someone else is going to turn up. No, they won't if you've still got them in your energy. And I'm still feeling it. You've got them in your energy. So why the Hermit? The Ten of Cups. You want your happily ever after to show up. The one that you can commit to. The one that you will build with. The one that you will be on the same page as you, build with. And perhaps you've been believing the fantasies that you've had about this person too. Them leaving their person and coming to you. But yeah, waiting on someone coming in there. Perhaps you feel like you're open to other people, but if you're in hermit mode, you're not open to other people. Hermit mode is not open to other people at all, and that's what these cards showed as well. This is all about like solitude and relaxation. So you're more relaxed by yourself. You're less anxious by yourself. So it's just going to come out of nowhere. They're just going to show up on your doorstep. They're not while you're in hermit mode. But that's where you're at right now. Okay, so it's like you are getting ready for an offer. That's what this is saying. You're spending time by yourself, getting ready for the whole thing, kind of getting clarity on what it is that you want while you're loving yourself. Your Ten of Cups, what would be your happily ever after? You're grounding yourself in that, so you're getting really clear. So some of you, I think you've just like realized really that this is a no-go. You've backed off from it. You're spending time alone, and yeah, getting clear on what you truly desire. But waiting for it to show up is definitely, with that Page of Pentacles, you're waiting for it to show up. So the World, you're ready for change. The Moon, you're not sure how to make that change though. Not sure how to make that change. How to end that cycle. The High Priestess. So you're trusting in your intuition on this. Two very feminine energy cards there. Trusting your intuition to get past this. Perhaps you need a little bit more than that though. A little bit more help. I know for me, in this kind of situation, and I'm going to keep on going on about this book, so you've got to get used to it. It changed everything. I started reading it yesterday and it changed everything for me. It's called Attachment. I will leave a link for it in the comments below and in the description box as well. It's called Attachment, and really it's for every human being that wants to be in a relationship, which is every human being. And like a guidebook of all different attachment patterns, and you'll find out what you are, you'll find out what other people are and how to notice them, and who you can have relationships with and who you should stay well away from because of your attachment style. And yeah, how to get yourself into a healthy relationship. It takes more to change this cycle. Takes more than your intuition. It takes having like information and a new way of looking at things, and that book will definitely give it. Honestly, I cannot recommend it enough. It will definitely give you that aha that you're looking for, and what you need to do next. What's behind this is omens. You're getting signs about that too. Something about not trusting, not just being in your intuition, not just being in your intuition about it. Yeah, you've had omens about that. So you're getting signs through your intuition, not just to rely on your intuition about this. Sometimes we need to know. It's like in business, right? There's times where I'm just like, my guides tell me what to do and I do that thing. There's times that I'm like, no, I need some actual business help on this. I need to like get an expert in on this. I need to like use someone or employ someone or learn something, sign up for a course, right? That we have to have a balance there and know when to learn from other people. And you're definitely getting that here. A message here that there's something to change this. You need to go about it a different way. I mean, it's good you're doing the self-love thing and you're getting really clear on what it is that you want, but this is definite. It's just going to show up, but it won't. Not while you're in hermit mode. Hermit mode is closed down mode. It's the mode that we get into when we're just all about us. That's not in the attraction mode. That's not when we're open. As soon as you're open, you'll know it. You'll be getting yourself out there more. Your energy's open and you start attracting people to you. When we're in hermit mode, we're not attracting people to us at all. So, what else at the moment for flowers? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life. So you might be coming to terms with what you deserve emotionally in relationships and what you need emotionally in relationships, and bringing that toward you and stopping looking for it in the wrong places where it's not on offer. Look deep within your heart, you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I think this is about looking for that person. Look, like thinking about what a relationship, a deep relationship like that would be like. What that would feel like, someone that was really loving you. Perhaps you've never experienced that before, but imagine what that would be like. I'm sure you've loved people properly before. Imagine being the recipient of your kind of love and getting into that energy. There is definite need for you to be in hermit mode at the moment. I'm feeling it very strongly for you guys. Especially with this judgment card coming out first. I mean, the first card that comes out is always very important. But from that, it was like, it's your decision-making process kind of thing. The way that you chose that person was a bit squiffy. Talk less, feel more. Right, talk less, feel more. So these emotions that are coming up for you, you need to recognize this person here doesn't make you feel good. Now you can tell yourself you love them and they make you feel good and what you're feeling is love, but I'm telling you right now from these cards, this person does not make you feel good. You've got doubt, you've got old wounds, you've got the Five of Cups, you've got fear. You're telling yourself that you're loved by this person because they've given you some attention. Sexual attention is what it is, just attraction. And you're telling yourself a story there. Perhaps you've equated sexual attraction plus unable to be with someone. Perhaps that combination to you gives you the emotional chemical cocktail that you believe is love, but that's not love. That's not you feeling full like this. So there is definitely something in this reading about you having to kind of reset yourself emotionally and listen to your true feelings about how they actually make you feel, and being truthful about that, how they actually make you feel. Ask yourself, am I really feeling good about this connection, or do they make me feel terrible? And you kind of know, yeah, relaxation, solitude, when you pull away from them and you feel more relaxed, that is a sign that they make you feel anxious when you're around them. You don't want to be with someone that makes you feel anxious. You want to be with someone that makes you feel secure and loved, right? So there's something There's something not quite right about, there's something that you're not noticing about your feelings here. And it might just be that you're so used to being disappointed in relationships that you're equating it with love when it's not love. That's not the feeling of you being loved. Patience. Have patience with yourself while you decipher all of this and your feelings. What else? Guard your heart. Protect your heart. Especially from people with strings attached. Yes. They've got strings attached to this person. Guard your heart from that. You need to protect yourself. It's like if you had a baby, like a newborn baby, you're not going to let just like, say, a drug addict, right, that's shooting up heroin in the corner. You're not going to give your newborn baby to that person, right? You're going to protect them from that kind of person. If by some crazy warped kind of world you were to choose a partner for your newborn baby, a romantic partner for them, you're not going to choose someone that's married to someone else. You're not going to choose someone that's got all of this stuff going on. You're not. So why are you doing that for yourself? Like, why would you do that for yourself? This is saying you need to look after yourself better than this and guard your heart. Not let yourself fall for those people. Not convince yourself that it's love when it's not. Not confuse yourself. Not choose them. This reading is all saying like you need to stop choosing this kind of person. There's some reason that you're choosing this kind of person. Or there's some reason, if it's not ongoing, if you haven't done this before, if this is not a pattern for you, if it's just like a one-off, the first time you've ever done this, which I find that hard to believe. But if this is the first time you've done this, then yeah, you need to figure out why. If it's not the first time you've done this, same, you need to figure out why. I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know why I was pulling them apart then, but there you go. Tenderness. Someone that makes you feel loved and nurtured, someone that's tender with you, someone that's very gentle with you, someone that's right there by the side of you, someone that will hold your hand, that will soothe you when you're feeling anxious. Not someone that makes you feel anxious, someone that will soothe you when you're feeling anxious. Receiving, someone that you can receive from, someone that's got the time and the energy, and because they've got no one else involved with them, so that they can actually give to you. Someone that makes you really happy. So needing to get focused on all of that. So there's a definite need for you to get super take these rose-colored glasses off, right, from this past, and get super real about how you are actually feeling right now, how this person actually makes you feel. And stop telling yourself it's love, because it's not. It's just not. Choose love. Yeah, so you need to choose love now, and you need to recognize when it's not love. Message from the person. Act like I don't care when deep down I really do. Act like I don't care when deep down I really do. Don't know what's going on with your person, and I want to say it doesn't really matter what's going on with them. It's not your responsibility. If they're in a relationship that doesn't make them happy, that's not your responsibility. Are you not the one to fix it? They might care about you. They might, yeah, but still, it's not a relationship for you. They're not offering a relationship to you. Acting like I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah. It doesn't really matter what's going on with them. Not that people don't matter, of course they don't, but it shouldn't matter to you, and it shouldn't matter to me either. They dive in and out of relationships. Okay, so they do. They have flings. The person has flings. Now, I don't know whether you've had a fling with them. Could be with that sexual energy too, or you might have pulled away from it. The Noble One suggests that you haven't done that. But you still can't make it into a good relationship. Just because you won't have a fling with them doesn't mean that they're going to leave their partner and then have a good relationship with you. If they're in a bad relationship, which this is kind of suggesting that they are, well, if they get out of that, they'll just have a bad relationship with you. If someone can't have a good relationship, they're not going to have a good relationship. It's not about that person that they're married to. It's about them and who they're being. And it's about you and who you're being. You need to get focused on yourself now and really get to the bottom of this. Why are you mistaking feelings for the opposite of what they truly are? This is a very complicated situation you got yourself in here, flowers. If it sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive. I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future, what's coming your way. I'll also be getting a timing card out for it as well, the possible timing. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device, and it will do. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off this video. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive for more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out about the past, the present, and the future of your love life in this pick a card read. So, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you might want to get that. The future part of it is going to be in that deeper dive. And so if you are interested in that, toward the end of the reading, I'm popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get to it. Get some general cards out first about this reading. You've got to dance with joy, happiness, and the noble one. Someone doing the right thing. Very happy now someone's doing the right thing. That's what this reading is about. And someone doing the right thing could be you now, doing the right thing for yourself. What else? That's coming out. The road less traveled. Very unusual path that you're taking here, apparently, in your love life. Not the usual story is what I'm hearing. Perhaps you've had a usual story. This is not the usual story. This is something that makes you feel happy. Joy. To dance with joy. That doesn't make me feel joy. Throwing all those on the floor. Rescue. Oh. Is this what you usually do? Rescue people. Is that what you think is doing the right thing? The road less traveled. Have you been a rescuer? Rescuing people. Let's get into it then. So the past doesn't have to be recent past. It could be any time in the past, in fact. Something that is relevant to what's going on in your love life right now. You have the Six of Presents. This is about reciprocation. It's about someone that will make the effort. It's about someone that will give as much as you do in relationships. It's someone that responds to your messages, instigates them, in fact. It's someone that finds out your number. It's someone that asks you out on a date. They're very upfront with their energy, and they give that energy out. They're reciprocal. They don't just have reciprocal feelings. They take a reciprocal action. It's a presence. It's the actual tangibles in the world. So you're not just guessing that they feel the same way and you're kind of telling their eyes and the connection and all of that. It's not that. It's someone that is actually making an effort. To love is a verb. It's things that we do for people, right? And it's someone that does things for you, as in words, gifts, messages, getting in touch, communication, all of that stuff, action towards you. The Hierophant. Commitment. Okay. Could be about spiritual lessons too, but let's find out. Why do we have the Six of Presents here? Why have we got the card about reciprocation? Seven of Swords pretended to reciprocate, did they? Seven of Swords is someone that is deceiving you. Four of Cups. They left you kind of disappointed and weighing up your options. So someone that appeared to be reciprocal. Now, people, sometimes people, when they're out there on the dating scene or whatever, and they're wanting whatever kind of relationship they want, short-term, long-term, or whatever it is that they want, they start to play the game, start to understand what they need to say in order to get what it is that they want. And that could be why they've got the deception energy here. So someone could have started off reciprocal, and you're like, finally, I've met someone reciprocal. They answer my messages fast, and they do this and they do that. But then it didn't last. Like I say, some people out there, they have learned what it is that they need to do to get what it is that they want, what they need to say. So it could be someone's learned to say, I love you. They don't mean it, but they know that if they say that, they're going to get what they want, right? Someone has learned to be reciprocal like that. If I just message them or keep on messaging them or do a couple of nice things for them, I'm going to get what I want from them, and then I can just relax after that and go back to my normal self, which isn't reciprocal, right? So someone has done that to you. They were upfront reciprocal at first, or appeared that way, and then back down from it. So it wasn't sustained, right? We can't sustain it. When we're living a lie, we can't sustain it. Some narcissists really can do it for a long time and stay in a lie for a long time, but most people can't do it. Like, they just can't keep it up, can't keep a lie up like that kind of thing. So I feel like this is what you've got on your hands here. And some of you might have been very persistent with this person to try and get that back. You know, kind of weighing things up, like, what did I do? That was disappointing. What did I do? How did I get them to change? What did I do for them to change? Why aren't they reciprocal anymore? I need to get them back. So some of you have continued with a person here to try and get that back that they seem to be offering in the first place. But what these cards are saying is that they weren't offering it in the first place. It was false in the first place. Remember, this is your past energy, so this has happened to you in the past. That doesn't need to be a recent past, it could be long ago. Reunion of souls, but you wanted them back. You wanted them back, you wanted that. This is kind of ringing true of a love bomber. You know, when narcissists, they love bomb at first, and they can keep that going for quite some time too. They snare you in, and you think it's like a really, really good instant relationship and all of that, and love at first sight, and it's just like, they feel like the best relationship you've ever had, but a few weeks into it and they stop doing that, and you believe that the real them is the start, that love bombing them, but it's not. The real them is the complacent one, the one that doesn't do that. So yeah, you've been love bombed here, and then you stick to them trying to get that back. Yeah, trying to get that back, that feeling back that you had at first. So the Hierophant, you're kind of committed to them. Not that. You're kind of committed to them is what I'm getting from this. You're way too committed. Perhaps. Tell us where the Hierophant is here. Feels like that top card wanted to come out. The Queen of Pentacles, is because you're so attractive. And, oh, okay. Right, this person did want to be with you. Sorry, this is the past. This person did want to be with you because they find you so attractive. They were manifesting you. They wanted you on their arm. Perhaps they wanted what you could give them as well. Perhaps they knew that they couldn't offer as much as you, but they wanted to pretend they did for you to get to commit to them so that they could keep on receiving from you. And that's probably what you find yourself in. Found yourself in that kind of an energy. The Queen of Pentacles, very stable. So you've got that stable energy, you're consistent. This person is not consistent. They've shown their inconsistency. For the first while, they showed as reciprocal, but it was all a deception. They're not consistent. You're shown as consistent here. And they wanted that. They wanted you to be consistent with them while they're not being consistent with you. And so what they've done is they've manipulated you by showing you a false image of themselves, first of all, and you've been trying to get that back, or you were trying to get that back. Because don't forget, this is the past energy that I'm talking about here. So this could be a while ago. Feels like a narcissist to me. Sounds like a narcissist to me. That love bombed you. And you tried to make it work, integration. You did try and make that work. So you were trying to manifest it. It seemed like it was the original person, the person that they showed themselves, the fake person to be at the start, seemed like exactly what you were trying to manifest, which is why you were wide open to it. And yet, the best of us are susceptible to these narcissists. It's very difficult to see that they're doing it. They're very tricky. They do it very well. They play that part very well. One thing you can do is just not be susceptible to people coming in that fast, you know, and letting that be a red flag in itself. People shouldn't have insta feelings like that, or insta attachment like that, or sudden immediate closeness. All of that is fake. Someone doing too much for you at the start as well, you know, sweeping you off your feet a little bit too much. Your alarm bell should be ringing with that kind of stuff. It's like, hey, slow things down. It's healthy to slow things down. What you want is consistency, not something that's really, big, upfront kind of thing. You want reasonable, and then consistent, right? To truly trust it. So, but you stuck with it, it seems, and you kept on wanting to get them back, wanting to get back to that original state as if that was the truth. Now, some of you are capable of loving to that extent, the way that they were loving up front. So it appeared like a match to you. Romance, it was very romantic as well at the start. It's just like it really lit you up, and you thought, that's it, I found my match, this is the one for me, this is my soulmate, this is my twin flame. It's that kind of an energy. They really lit you up, so much so that you were like committed to it. What else? Keep your heart open. You kept your heart open to them long after they shut their heart down to you. You kept your heart open to them. That's that rescue kind of thing. You're like, you wanted to get it back. You wanted to get it back. The happiness that you originally felt, to dance with joy. Forgiveness, and you'd forgive them. You do all the right things. So you kind of, every effort that you could do to get it back to what it was, which you believed was the truth of them, to no avail. To forgive them didn't make any difference, because you've got to realize that this person is not the person that they were showing themselves to be at the start with you. They're the other person that they then turned into. You've got to stop believing that they would that who they were at the start was the truth of it, because it's not true. And so you've been rejected by this person, and you should reject them, or you did reject them in the end. I don't know which one rejected which one. Perhaps you got to the end of your tether and realized it wasn't changing or something like that, and got the hell out of that. And it would take a lot of getting over, because getting over a narcissist like that is really tricky. It's really tricky, because we attach to them so much, especially as they stop giving us that, and we want to try and get it back, and it just makes us pour more and more effort into it to no avail at all. Had a bad attitude, probably gaslighting you and all that kind of stuff as well, putting their bad attitude on you, throwing your heart away kind of thing, telling you that you're too sensitive, or that it's your problem, you're making them act like that, or something like that. None of that was the truth. None of that was the truth. But you were being truthful with them. You handed them the key to your heart, and you were being truthful with them. And wow, yes, I think a lot of us have been there, you know. I had a relationship with a narcissist, and they are not good. They're very, like I said, very difficult to get over too, because we kind of give ourselves away in them so much. We try and bend ourselves so much to get back what we thought we had, that we lose ourselves in it, and then we've got to like piece ourselves back together after it. Rest and relaxation is essential, and physical touch. So you had to take a lot of time out from this person. Physical touch. You might have been addicted to that with this person, like, and clingy to them, even though they weren't making you feel secure. You needed their touch, kind of thing. Very desperate kind of a relationship that it turned into. Whew. Okay. Messages from your person back then. Water under the bridge. They thought they could just let it go like it was nothing. It wasn't nothing. It really affected you. It really affected you. I want to work things out. They were like saying, can't you just let it go? Can't we just work things out, as if you're the problem? But they weren't working things out. They were the problem, and they weren't working things out. They weren't doing what they needed to do to work it out. Putting it on you, making you feel like you were the one to blame, you were the one in the wrong, but it's not true. That's what narcissists do. They put it on everyone else. They're never to blame. And if you point it out to them that they're to blame, or you tell people about it, then they blame you even more. It's like the whistleblower is the problem, not the one that's causing it, you know? It's just a mess, is what it is. Hopefully you got out of that, and you have learned about them, and you can recognize them now and not get into that. But it's having some effect on your present. So let's see what that is. Current love life for shells. What's going on now? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Page of Candles. Some exciting news about something has come in. And strength. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The Queen of Presents. You've found some stability from that. Now you always had the stability there. That's why they were trying to manifest you. They wanted that. You were a good catch for them. So you've gained your stability back now. Good job. And you're stronger now because of it. So you know more about yourself, and you're stronger. Good. Page of Candles, something very exciting here. Now are you really wary of people now? Someone exciting comes in, it's like, oh God. You're probably really attracted to this person as well, right? And now someone attractive comes in and you're like, is this a narcissist? Does them being attractive mean the narcissist? No. Only the narcissistic behaviors means that they're a narcissist. Nothing else. So yeah, you've got someone coming in, Page of Candles, they're exciting at the moment, and you're terrified that they're a narcissist. You think you see the signs there. Everyone's got a little bit of narcissism in them. We've all got some narcissistic traits. It's whether you're like living and breathing them, you're taking them to the extreme and acting them out in really negative ways. Does it make you like the problem narcissist like that? We've all got a bit of narcissism in us. So if you're seeing signs like that, and then they're reminding you of this person as well, with things that aren't connected with narcissism, like looks or the car that they drive or something like that, you know, could be really making you very anxious. So your anxiety is coming back from this past experience in a current connection here, someone that's coming towards you, and you can't make up your mind. Home is behind that. Did you move in with this person in the past? Is that what it is? Is it something about that? Perhaps you moved in with them quite quickly, or they moved in with you, and you've got a resistance to that now. It brings up the fears from the past. But you're stronger now, and you're stable again. Yeah, but you were stable last time, and then look what happened, right? You lost your stability. Anyone in that relationship would have lost the stability. We can't. It's hard enough to like remain stable when you are single and independent without having like a secure, loving connection. I know some of you have got like families you get that from. I haven't. I'm alone now, completely alone in the world, and single too. And if you don't, yeah, and it's hard. It's really hard to keep that stability while you're like that. It's even harder in a bad relationship for sure, but it's much easier in a good relationship, right? And so you've done really well to gain that stability back. You need to commend yourself for that. Good job with that. You're stronger now. You are. What's behind this? Whee! I've got good friends there. I've got very securely attached friends. Temperance, so take your time with it. Four of Pentacles, and hold your energy back. So it makes you want to kind of run for cover, duck under the covers, hide, duck. Four of Pentacles, hold your energy back. You're stronger now, but you still want to hold your energy back. Temperance, and give them time, kind of thing. Give it time, and that's good. So if you learn something from this past relationship, it's like, go for consistency over anything else. It's like, okay, you seem good, you're exciting, but I can't make a decision on this. We need to take this slowly. We need to keep on dating. You can't move in yet. We need to give it time, because I need consistency. You can be upfront about it, your emotional needs. I need someone to be there. I need to show that they can be there over some time. So we just need to give it time. I just need more time than this. And you can be totally upfront about that if you want. And that is a very strong thing to say, right? And if someone has an issue with that, then they're not the right person for you. Yeah, you can be upfront about your emotional needs and tell them what you need to feel secure. Something about abundance as well. Yeah, you do have that rescue thing. Okay, that puts a different slant on it. The whole abundance card there puts a different slant on it. So in this past, you know how they were manifesting you because you're the Queen of Pentacles? They wanted you in their life because you're the Queen of Pentacles. You got that stability. So they were very much leaning on you. They knew what they were doing when they ensnared you into that relationship. Pretended that they could reciprocate, and then they took a lot from you. Perhaps financially. This person comes along. They're wanting to move in with you or something like that. You're like, like alarm bells going off in your head because of that past person, right? You're asking yourself, is this someone that's just trying to take from me again? Because you've got yourself back up to strength, and it's probably what they're attracted to too, just like that person was. So you've got a lot of reminders in this relationship from the past. You've just got to do things differently, and what you need to do differently is take your time making your mind up. Tell them what it is that you need and about that consistency, and then give them that time to prove that consistency to you, to show you that they're in it for the long term. So you might just need to say no to this person, whatever it is that they're requesting from you at the moment, and just say, can we just take it really slow? Which is hard when there's all this passion there. The magnetic and seductive qualities surround you at present. Enjoy it. And so, yeah, it could be very difficult. You might be the kind of person that once you have sex with somebody, that passion, you very attached to them then, and you kind of all go all in. And so, yeah, it can be difficult. All the more reason to take it slowly, right? You need to know yourself, right? It's so important to know ourselves. I know for one that I can't do that. I can't do casual relationships without getting involved. I can't do that. I can't sleep with someone too fast, because I'll get involved, like stupidly involved, before it's sensible to get involved with them, before they've proved themselves. It's just what happens to me. So I know myself in that way, and so I won't. As much pressure as other people are putting on, I just won't do it. So you need to be real, you need to be upfront, you need to be real with this person. And as I said, if it's the right person for you, they're going to be fine with that. They're going to say no problem. Someone that wants to love you properly and take care of you emotionally doesn't want to stress you out. They don't want to stress you out. This person couldn't give a shit if they stress you out at all. Narcissists don't care. In fact, they quite like stressing people out. It gives them some sense of control, of power over the other person. But if you've got a good person here and you're real with them, what's the worst thing can happen? You find out that they're not really there for you, and they don't really care about you emotionally. When you say, this is making me feel nervous, this is making me want to pull back my energy, we need to slow things down here, I need to know that you're in this for the long term, and you can't just tell me that. I need you to actually do that. And you could tell them about this previous relationship. Say, look, I was in a relationship before. Don't say I was with the narcissist, and they'll say, no, I wasn't. I'm not a narcissist. You can just say, look, I was in this relationship before. They turned out to be a narcissist, but it started just like this. It started fast like this, and then they changed after a while. And I just need to know that you're not going to change after a while. I just need time with you. I need time with you, and to take it slowly. And they should understand that if they're going to be there for you emotionally, because they're going to care about how you're feeling emotionally. They don't want to stress you out. All right. Only the worst people would say no to that kind of thing and go, no, I want to be in a relationship with you. I don't care how you're feeling. Seriously, I had a relationship with a narcissist, and he screamed. After he made me cry because he was so cruel, then he screamed in my face because I was telling him my feelings. Screamed in my face. I laughed because I know how ridiculous it is to try and talk to a narcissist about shit like that now. Screamed in my face. I don't effing care about your feelings. Right there in my face as I'm crying because it's hurt me. That's narcissism all over. Don't be with someone like that. Again, a good way of not being with someone else like that, again, is to speak up and be real. Speak up about your feelings straight away, and then see what they're like with that. You got gift and self-love. Yeah, love yourself. Do whatever. Take good care of yourself emotionally, and make sure the other person is too, by asking for what it is that you want. And if space is what you need, and if time is what you need, absolutely ask for that. You might just find that this person is truly reciprocal, or you might find out that they're not too, but it's better to know. You've got floating on air and fantasy. So the fantasy of them being right for you has you floating on air. So you can fantasize and soothe yourself, right? But we need to be in a relationship that's soothing rather than a fantasy that's soothing. I find that people do this with readings too, is that they'll use it as a way to connect with the person when the person isn't connecting with them. And so the fantasy of the reading is like, yeah, that's my story. The fantasy of that, the connection that they feel with that person through the reading, even though they're not actually getting this positive stuff that the reading says from their person, is enough to soothe them and feel like they are actually getting something from the person when they're not. They're just getting something from the fantasy about the person. So just be careful about that. Be careful about soothing yourself with the fantasy. It's good to soothe yourself, but what you want to do here is get into a relationship that's soothing for you. Get into a relationship with someone that's good for you emotionally, right? So try not to do that. Try not to rely on positive readings as well to soothe you and give you that false feeling that you're getting something from your person when you're not. You're getting something from a fantasy or from a reading. What else? Do something for someone. You're the rescuer. You do that. You like doing things for people. I know. You got the rescue card out. Codependency, you know. You like giving to people, but you've got to ascertain whether someone is giving to you over the long term, and if they're really interested in making you feel good, your emotional state. Consider your foundations. So take your time with this, because you'll build good foundations if they're the right person, if they're doing those things. Time will build those good foundations. Okay, and it shows how committed they are, right? So if you ask someone to wait and to take it slowly, the ones that don't want to, like this one, they'll bow out. They'll protest, or they'll bow out. You know, someone that is committed will take their time with that. What have we got? What does this person want to say? Here we go. I dream of you. So they're in a fantasy of you as well, dreaming of you. What else do they want to say? You make me want to be a better person. I'm planning on reaching out to you. Feels to me like they've already reached out to you, the Page of Candles, or this is someone planning on reaching out to you. But you make them want to be a better person, so yeah, it can be good, inspiring people, but it can also be the rescuer as well. Just be careful with this one. So that's what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive, future part of this. So what is coming in for you next? We'll get a timing card out for that as well. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below too. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off. Leave me a comment as well, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell too. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.